Ma'am Winston caught a mouse, and I think we have to murder the mouse. And she was like, I'm not killing the mouse. And I was like, well, how are we going to kill this mouse? We spoke about it for like 10, 20 minutes. Like, I could have set up an Etsy shop in the space of time just to talk about it. Eventually, she said, maybe we could drown the mouse. Apparently, that's like a really nice way to go. And I was like, I'll remember that when you're 80.
Listen, whether you're for or against, leaving the European Union, I think we can all agree that I've put on a bit of weight recently.
Hi, I'm Marcus, and I'm the idiot on the comedy circuit. I've asked a group of comedians some questions on how to start and succeed in the world of stand-up comedy. Subscribe to this channel to see what their answers were, as well as to chart my progress on stage, be it crushing or crashing. More likely the latter than the former. You can also follow my progress on social media. I am ION Comedy on Twitter and ION Comedy Circuit on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Here is today's video.
It's, I don't know if I hate. It can burn you out. And you kind of get this thing in your head sometimes where you see other people like doing a gig and you're like, I should be doing a gig tonight. If you've made the conscious decision I think it's more social media surrounding stand-up comedy, because you're seeing what everyone else is doing and you're like, I need to be doing that, and you overbook yourself and you do like gig, and then you actually get annoyed because you're not giving yourself time to write then as well, because you are writing on stage and stuff, but you're not coming up with maybe newer material. I think it's just the envy of seeing other people doing stuff. But honestly, comedy in itself, I don't know. I just think it's the best thing ever. Honestly.
The thing I hate about stand-up comedy is actually also sometimes the things that I love. So I performed at Camp Festival a couple of weekends ago, and that was good fun. I was going to take my entire family. We were all going to go down there, and then they got free tickets to see Lady Gaga. So I couldn't really compete with that. So I kind of went down on my own, and so it's quite lonely because it's a long journey there. And then you get there and you meet other comedians that are around the stage. You're like, oh, cool. And then you drive off to where I was staying, and that's quite lonely. But then I literally showered, walked into town, and had a solo curry. And in my head, I was just like, well, this is perfect. So it's that weird thing of sometimes you get a bit lonely, then other times you think, well, actually, if I was here with other people, I couldn't be like, oh, can I just go and watch a poker blog that I like watching on YouTube, sat in a curry house, enjoying a feast for one. So yeah, it's that sometimes you can get lost alone with your thoughts a lot, but then sometimes when you're alone with your thoughts, that's when a little bit of gold seeps out. So it's that sort of that taking that rough with the smooth. So it is quite a lonely existence, but as long as you learn how to deal with that in the right way. I think if I had just stayed in that hotel room, I would have been, and ordered a takeaway. That would have been a bit, but because I actually took myself off to the town and walked around and found a curry house, that was me thinking, well, actually, this is quite an interesting situation, because it was a Saturday night in Bournemouth, which was quite near where the camp was. It was a and sitting in a restaurant on my own, and then and so then you can peel off comedic ideas, like what must this restaurant owner think? This 30-something guy, why is he on his own, sitting with his headphones on, watching a poker channel? Like what's happened is his life, And she might be thinking, God, this guy's losing. Where in my head, I'm sitting there with a curry, watching YouTube, going, I'm winning. So it's just that. So yeah, it's learning how to deal with those little things. So I'm away this weekend in Cardiff, doing a weekend away, and I've earmarked a couple of cinemas nearby where I'm going to go watch Jordan Peele's new film, I'm going to find a cafe where I can sit and do a bit of writing for a couple of hours. So it's just using your time. It's just using, when you know you're going to be on your own for a good period of hours, it's utilising that. And sometimes I can walk away from a day and go, God, I was by myself. I didn't speak to anyone for 10 hours today. And I've not really done much. I've sat on my phone or something. And other times I'm like, I feel like I've got a lot done because I was by myself and had no one to distract me. So it's the thing I hate about stand-up is actually also the thing that I love about being a stand-up. Yeah.
And that was today's video. Don't forget to click subscribe and hit the notification bell to be prompted when a new video comes out. And don't forget to follow me on social media, ION Comedy on Twitter and ION Comedy Circuit on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. Okay, bye-bye.